A very special episode of the Mish and Zach Podcast this week. We will be trying through video footage whether or not Mish Wittrup was referring to Zach's dick last week and also Tom's mayo on dick thing.
Mayonnaise gate.
So join us this week as we prove either Mish's guilt or innocence. Mish and Zach! Welcome to the Mish and Zach Podcast. I'm one of those two people. Zach. I'm joined, as always, by the other one of those two people.
That would be Mish, and that's
Mish.
me.
We're also joined by our producer who's just having some popcorn.
Having a little snacky?
Chose the best time to munch on some Cobb's
Some would say it was
popcorn.
even a bit.
Which one?
Was
Wait,
it?
but isn't Cobb's popcorn the best popcorn? Get us a
Mish, don't give it away for free.
I'm just saying that here at the Mish and Zach Podcast, we love Cobb's popcorn.
They won't pay you if you give it away for free, Mish.
Fine, yeah, fair call.
Now, if you don't know, last week was a pretty controversial episode, right? pretty crazy episode.
Oh, God.
It was out there.
Some accusations were thrown around. We are recording this episode before the release of that episode, so I don't know if it took the world by storm or not. Is that right? It hasn't come out yet.
No, it hasn't come out yet.
So I don't know if it's taken the world by storm, but I reckon it would have. The reason we chose to get this podcast out before it came out is because I imagine those internet sleuths will have done their work and looked back at the footage for us. And we wanted a raw, real reaction. We wanted to settle it in-house before we took it to the court of public opinion.
Can we just do a quick reminder of what it was?
Yes. So, I don't really remember. I just remember saying at the end of the episode we should revisit it this episode.
All I remember is leaving the pod going, I need to work on pelvic floor because no shit, I realised that I have I nearly wet myself. I genuinely laughed so much that my stomach cramped and I nearly peed my pants.
So what was the topic of conversation?
We were talking about men who lie about their height.
That's right.
That's how it started.
That's right. And then I took that to be a personal accusation. Was that where it started? Is that
Yeah,
where
and then Mish made it all sexual. Is the
yeah.
TLDR.
Yeah, something about being big, and then I looked at you and you assumed I was talking about your dick. And I was like, I never once ever suggested that.
We're about to watch the tapes, Mishy.
Okay, let's have a look.
So this episode will be a bit of a different product, a bit of a different vibe. We will be doing a bit of a react type thing. A bit of a react type situation.
And at this point, this video will be on our YouTube channel. So if you
Correct.
would like to watch along or watch it before you have a listen, please do so.
So, yeah, here we go. No, I'm probably more like 6. I would love for you to measure me, not with any
got a-
camera. Yes, here we go. This is good.
Yeah,
All right.
measure me. That's right. Okay, it's all coming back.
Yeah,
to
all
me now.
right. I'm a man.
Well, famously, if men say they're 6'1", it means they're 5'11".
So, just to catch everyone up on this video where we're at, because I skipped ahead a little bit, I have just said I'm 6'1". Misha said, how tall are you? And I've said I'm 6'1". And then this is when the aspersions begin. No, I'm probably more like 6. So Misha's accused me of not being 6'1".
I said men famously. I did not accuse you.
Let's go back. Let's rewatch it. 6'1". Not so little, mate.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a man.
Well, famously, if men say they're 6'1", it means they're 5'11".
So you didn't. What your position now, Mish, is that you didn't say that I was 6'1".
No, I was having a tease. I was
Yeah.
teasing you, but I can say I've known you for a million years. You are over 6 foot. You are. There is no denying it. I know that. I was doing a little bit of a tease.
You were doing a bit of a tease. Okay,
Yeah.
great. No, I'm probably more like 6. And I play humble. I am 6'1".
I am wearing a great jacket.
Just
in
want to
this
be
video,
clear.
by the way.
Just want to be really clear. I was being humble. I am 6'1". We've got a beautiful still shot of Mish right now. I'll show that to if you are not watching on the YouTube, Mish will take a photo and post it on the
stuff.
Instagram. All right, here we go. Not my dick.
I wasn't talking about your dick.
Oh, here it is.
Okay,
Here
okay.
it is. Here it is. This is the first controversial moment. All right. Let's watch this through in its entirety. All right. Here we go.
Jesus.
Thanks, everybody. Here we go. I would love for you to measure me, not with any cameras or anything.
Do you want me to measure you?
Not my dick.
I wasn't talking about your dick. I was not talking about his dick. No, it's a weird request. I say this, I'm sure. It is a weird request for a friend to say, can you measure how tall I am? It's weird.
I'll also say my statement of not with any cameras around. On the rewatch, I'm happy to admit that statement with no cameras around does make it seem a lot more seedy.
But I didn't even think about your dick. I did not think about your dick.
Okay, hold on. I was just conceding there.
No, but I'm not. My reaction to you want me to measure you was you want me to measure how tall you are. That I swear.
I don't
Why
buy
would I
that,
lie?
Mishy.
Why would I
don't buy
lie?
Wait a second, Mish. I was conceding in that moment. Right there, I was going, oh, yeah, that is fair. It is a weird statement. I was saying it is a weird statement. To be fair, it's weird that I said no cameras, and that's perfectly reasonable for you to be reacting that way to me talking about my height.
I swear I will die on this hill. I was not at any point referring to your penis.
But I
agreeing with you.
I've been agreeing with you for the last 3 minutes. But
He's so confused.
What?
He's saying he concedes the point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Okay.
But there's a but now.
Yeah.
There wasn't a but, there's a but. You were going in so hard just then.
No, because I don't like being accused of stuff I haven't done. I don't want to be accused of thinking about your penis,
And that's
but I did
fair.
not think about your penis.
That's a fair reaction, Mish. Right? That's a fair reaction. But then I conceded.
Yeah, but I didn't really understand. I was confused.
I conceded.
I was ready to defend myself.
And you kept, but why are you so eager to defend yourself?
No, because I can see it in Tom's eyes. He still thinks I'm bullshitting.
What do you think, Tom?
Having watched the tapes and edited
Yeah.
it myself, I think Mishy's mind wandered before you said anything.
I
think
didn't.
you saying, "Oh, not my dick," is in response to Mish's facial expressions.
Well, it wasn't.
Let's back one more time. One more time.
They're 6'1". It means they're 5'11".
No, I'm probably more like 6. I would love for you to measure me, not with any cameras or anything.
Do you want me to measure you?
That
Not my dick.
I wasn't talking about your dick. The face is purely because my friend asked me to measure how tall they were, and that's weird. It is a weird request.
Is it a weird request
I think
after
so.
having just accused that friend of being 5'11"?
Well, no, I didn't accuse. We've already. We're backtrack. No,
Interesting, isn't it? Because you did just admit that you did refer to the Were you not?
I can't
teasing
explain
me?
how desperately I want to move on.
But were you
because
not
I'm
teasing me,
almost to the
Mish?
point where I want to be like, fine, I was thinking about your dick, but I wasn't.
Ah!
No, but I wasn't. But I wasn't.
She was thinking.
No, I
about my-
wasn't. I was not thinking about your dick.
But remember, Mish, when you said to me that you were teasing me, right? You said to me you were teasing me by referring to all men. You're saying, famously when men say 6'1", because the fact that you said 6'1", you didn't say any height, made it obvious that. But before you admitted that you were
At the
referring
most,
to me,
At the most, I can admit that I might have been rude. Like I might have been rude by going, oh, you're shorter than 6 foot as a tease, but I can accept even that maybe you didn't recognize that was a tease. And then your response to that as well, you should measure how tall I am. I can concede that I was rude. That I was, oh, what, you want to measure how tall you are? At a stretch was rude, but I refuse.
I just
refuse to
interesting.
accept that I was thinking in any way about your dick.
But you admit, I'm going to ask, this has become a court scene now.
Yeah.
I've become a lawyer. Miss, you're
your own defense.
Miss, you admit.
Yeah.
You admit that earlier in this conversation, you said to me that you were referring to all men generally.
Yes.
So when I asked you, when you were talking about that I was lying about my height, you said that statement was about all men generally.
Well, that's the truth, yes.
And that's what you said. You said that it was not an attack
statement
on
is
me.
yes.
It was about all men.
Yeah, well, the statement itself is about all men.
And then moments later, you changed your position.
No, I said
and you admitted that you were in
by
fact
using
teasing
a
me.
fact, by using a fact about all men, I was teasing you. Yes.
But then you've since said that I'm not lying about my height, that I am taller than 6 foot.
Well, yeah, but I can say comfortably that you are. Oh my God.
All I'm saying.
I will never ever say.
We're not talking about anything else. All I'm saying is there has been so many different stories about whether I'm over 6 foot, whether I'm under 6 foot, whether you were teasing me, whether you were referring to all men. If you can't even get to my height and be honest about that, how can I trust you about this thinking about my dick situation?
I don't think I'm going to change either of your opinions. But I can say here very comfortably.
You did at the start.
I would just admit it. Why could I not? Yeah, fair. But why?
I can see
Do you
that
not
for a
think?
good
Do you
3
not?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Okay,
Counter-
good. Yes. This
You
is the
both-
stuff of life.
You both know me very well, right? We've known each other a long time. Quite comfortable around each other.
You want an honest answer here?
Yes.
Okay, keep going. I don't know what the question
Well,
is, but
I thought you were about to be like, we don't know each other.
no, I know you very well. I've known you for many years.
Yeah. So, like, okay. Do you not think that I would just admit that I thought you were talking about your dick?
Tom,
Do you not think that I would be like, it sounded by when you said no cameras that you were talking about your penis?
Off pod, I'd give you a pass, perhaps.
And have I once off pod even suggested that?
But did you not earlier mention that you will defend yourself no matter what? Even when I was conceding, you were ready to defend yourself?
Well, because I knew that you two were both going to come for me on this.
No, I conceded. First thing I did was concede.
Yeah, I didn't really. I completely missed that.
I just think it's weird that you defended yourself. And I think the only person that would defend themselves that heartily is someone with dick on their brain.
I had no dick on my brain. I would just admit it. I would honestly just be like, yeah, I was making a joke. It was a bit blue. Ha. You said measure. And I went, hard, you dick. But no, I wasn't. I genuinely, my reaction was, why is my friend asking me to measure how tall they are?
Tom, we're going to go to a break now. Do you reckon, is there any little pieces of paper and pen around here?
I can go find some for
So
sure.
we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to do an anonymous vote.
No, because I know, like, Tom is not changing his mind. He's already said. There is nothing I could
Because
say.
I've watched the whole tape, so we've given the audience barely 30 seconds,
Yeah.
but more lies unravel as the tapes go on.
So when we come back, we're going to be doing an anonymous vote to decide whether we believe as a group Mish was talking about my dick.
This is horrific. Do you know how many people are going to come for me and just be like, you were thinking about Zach's dick?
No, it's all in fun. It's all ironic. It's all fun. No one bullies.
And we're going to do it. We're going to do it into. Yeah, don't bully me. If you bully Mish,
We fucking hate
I'll
you.
cut off your dick. But when we come back, we're going to be doing an anonymous vote.
Wait, are we going to keep watching?
Yeah, and then we're going to keep on watching.
See, we want to vote before we watched the video?
Because
What is this?
other lies.
What is this?
There are other
This
lies.
courtroom is fucked. We want to vote now before we see the evidence. What? Are you mental? What the fuck?
There's multiple charges, Mish.
What's the first charge?
First charge is that you were referring to my dick.
I threw out the video. What? Oh, there's a whole video here.
But
for me to be able to prove for
Mish,
myself.
We haven't even. Trust me. Can I take? This is coming from the bottom of my heart, Mish. You do not want to get to mayonnaise gate.
I'm ready for mayonnaise gate because that's the one. The mayonnaise gate is the one.
You want to.
But I know, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
And that's why I'm saying.
But I'm not wavering on dick on the brain.
Yeah.
Dick on the brain.
Mish.
Dick on the brain, I'm not wavering. Mayonnaise gate is different.
You want to do the vote? Trust me. You do not want to admit.
I don't want to vote yet.
You do not want to admit mayonnaise evidence before the dick vote.
Tom's dying.
I think you should do the vote on mayonnaise.
These aren't even laughing tears. I'm just so frustrated.
Can we do the vote?
I'm so mad.
Can we please do the vote? Mish, you might be surprised by the result. Please.
I won't be
Please, let us do the anonymous vote. Please.
I don't care.
When we come back from the break, the anonymous vote to decide whether Mish was lying or not.
This is fucked.
You okay?
Yeah, no, this is
great.
I really want to watch this video.
Yeah, it's very funny. This is very funny. I thought this would be good. I had a good feeling about this. Oh.
Do you know how annoying it is drinking juice without a straw from a little box? What? It's really annoying.
Why didn't you get a straw?
It was wet. The straw was paper and it went fucking dissolved in my hand.
Okay.
I'm not doing it to challenge myself.
It's like, why aren't you drinking it with a straw? And then your answer was, it's wet. Because, like I can't get it.
Juice. It got wet. It's juice.
It's juice, of course. Of course it got wet, Mish. Mish won't drink a straw if it means the straw gets wet.
No, the straw. Where is it? Can you drink with this? It's like all bendy. I couldn't even mash a hole with it. Look, it closed over itself.
Mish wants plastic straws to come back. Hi, welcome back. We might keep some of that because that was pretty funny. Mish drinking juice out of a box. It's up to you, Tom. Welcome back. We are now doing our anonymous vote. And I'll be...
So what's the question?
So the question is, I want you to write one of two things. Either dick on brain or rude.
Rude.
Or what was the other one? What's your position?
There was no dick on my brain.
You were just surprised.
So dick or no dick?
Dick or no dick?
So no dick means that
you were just surprised that I was asking you to measure your height.
Yes. So, okay. This is bullshit.
Okay, fold it up. Fold it up.
This is...
And I'll be counting. Okay.
Can I count?
No, I'll be counting. Do you want to count?
No.
All right. First vote. No dick.
No dick.
No
No
dick.
dick. That's one, no dick.
One no dick. All right. Second vote. Yes.
That's... What? That doesn't count. That's a misvote. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yes, what? Yes, what?
We're going to have to redo the
No,
vote.
we don't, because we don't know what it is. Put it away. It doesn't count. What's the next vote?
Mish, I think we have to
Yes, doesn't count. Yes, doesn't count, because it was dick or no dick.
All right, we're doing another vote.
No.
This one can be out in the open. I presume yes to mean yes dick.
No, it doesn't matter. That's not the vote. That's not the vote
If you
either.
believe yes means yes dick and should be included as a vote, say aye. Aye. 2-1. The yes dick counts for the yes for the dick.
Okay.
We are now 1 for 1. 1 for 1. One of us, one person believes that yes, Mish was not thinking about dick, and the other is thinking no, yes, Mish dick. Now the last vote.
This is fucked.
No dick. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No dick on the brain it is.
Oh, my God. No dick on the brain.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Now we'll never know who voted for what. But
I'm pretty sure that Tom voted yes.
Mish, you have been vindicated today.
Oh, my
Is that
God.
the right word, vindicated? Or is that the wrong word?
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's the
right,
opposite
yeah.
word. Mish, how are you feeling right now?
I can't believe that you did that.
It was anonymous. Who knows who did it?
How do I feel? I feel like justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correctly.
It's an imperfect system, but
Yeah.
we got there.
Yeah. No, that was great.
That was not the only charge.
No. And this one I'm nervous about.
Now,
What is the mayonnaise dick one?
so I think we can sort of skip forward.
So this one was that in and amongst this whole chat about dick, last week about whether or not I had dick on the brain, which thankfully,
Which
breaking
we now know.
news, I didn't have dick on
Mish
the brain.
did not have dick on the brain. That's according
But in and amongst
to
it,
our tribunal.
Tom said something. I looked at him and I said, "What do you mean?" And then he goes, "Put mayonnaise or put mayo on it," right?
Something
and
so.
he gestured, and because I'd never heard of put mayo on it before, and we'd just been speaking about dick, I thought he meant put mayo on your dick because of the gesture.
Now,
he
your
said
position, Mish, your position
Yeah.
was very clear last week.
that Tom gestured.
No, not just gestured. You can't backtrack this now.
No, okay.
We have you on the record
Yeah.
saying that he gestured to his dick.
Yes.
That is what you
But
said.
that he gestured enough so that it looked like he was referring to his dick. Is that fair to say?
No.
I didn't know, because I will stand by. He didn't point at his dick and go, my
No.
dick.
These are all you're changing the.
No.
You are on the record as saying he gestured to his dick. Is that correct, or do we need to check on that?
I would like to confirm that he gestured in a way that referred to his dick. I think that that's fair to say, right?
Okay.
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 Find the shot of me, Zach.
Where are you? It's the one shot of you.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, this is before my
Bullshit.
breakdown.
But how tall is he compared to me? Is he?
That-
They're
significant?
very similar.
Can we? All right, we're going off.
No,
the
this
air.
is
Yeah,
wild. Tom, Zach, you're being so ridiculous.
We are. So we measured each
You're being
ourselves,
ridiculous.
and that was later.
Yeah,
I
much
can't
later.
see because Zach is facing me. I'm curious.
You wish. You
I'm curious
just
to
want
see
to
if you
find.
wanna-
Yeah, you wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Mish, what you just said. I'm curious. Measure me sometime.
I am getting very defensive.
You're tall. He is over 6 foot.
Can I just say, Mish? Though that was last week. This week you're handling yourself so much better.
You just look back at something like this and you're like, I am a piece of work. I'm looking back at this, I'm like, she is truthfully outrageous.
No.
Like,
And honestly, it's a new person. You have handled yourself so well.
okay.
Here we go.
Tall. And he put no mayo on it.
Okay, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
Here we go. Sometime. You're tall.
wanna
This
go
is the
back.
moment.
I
I'm
wanna-
not.
You
I'm
sh-
stop
you
going
just wanna
back.
fight-
You wanna-
Yeah, you wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Mish, what you just said. I'm curious. Measure me sometime.
I'm infuriated.
You're tall.
No, he's
he is
right.
over 6 foot.
Yeah, he's very tall. And he put no mayo on it.
Huh?
He put no mayo on it.
Mayo on his dick.
What's this?
There's no gesture. Where's the picture of you? Oh, it's coming.
No, there was no gesture.
There's no image of you. We can't see you.
We were on you going straight for the mayo on your dick.
No, yeah, but well, I guess we could do. Maybe you should. Actually, be kind of. I'm curious.
You wish. You
I'm curious. You didn't. There's no image of you. We can't see you.
And he put no mayo on it. There you go.
Huh?
No mayo.
No, where?
He put no mayo on it.
That part there.
Okay.
Oh. The evidence has been tampered
Yeah,
with.
the evidence has been tampered with by you, who
Because there's no
gestures.
gesture in the first
No,
video.
you what? Oh,
Mish,
no,
Mish,
no,
Mish,
no,
Mish,
Me
no
first, me
measure.
first, me
Mish.
first.
For the listener,
Okay.
I'm taking a moment here
This
to
is-
serve as the judge. It's an imperfect system. Yes, I am the prosecution and the judge.
Yeah.
But in this moment, I have this to say to the listener.
This is.
What has happened? Because some people are listening, some people aren't watching. What has happened is the footage that Tom has supplied,
That Tom has supplied.
I edited.
features a shot of Mish, a shot of Tom, and then it's shot back at Mish. Mish, who I was under the impression the gesture happened concurrently with. So it was a concurrent put mayo on it and a gesture to his dick. That was always my impression. I was satisfied with this footage. Mish apparently is not, because there is.
Let me.
Yeah. here we
So
go.
he says he put no mayo on it, right? And we see a shot of Tom. Then it shoots to me, and I go, "What?" And he goes, "Put no mayo on it." And it's that second time that he does the gesture, but Tom has edited it. This is not good for your case, mate.
Not maliciously.
Tom has edited it.
I thought your face was funny. I wanted to stay on your face.
Well, then do a split screen, man.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Can I propose something else? Right. So yes, that's true.
So I'm sorry, are we not going to address the fact that Tom gave us? So he would have seen him gesturing and decided, I'm not going to put that in.
That is one.
I'm not going to put that in.
I think that is, what do you call it when someone says something nasty about you in the public image?
Libelous.
defamatory.
Yeah, I think that's libel.
I wouldn't put it in libel. What I would say...
You provided the evidence,
Yeah,
and the
and it's
moment in
very
which
well
you
edited.
gesture is not there.
It's very circumstantial, what you're saying. All I know is we don't see the moment that now apparently is when he pointed to his dick. I always believed he pointed to his dick initially. But now I hear you. There is
He says it twice, and on the second time he says it. But Tom,
But you never said it was on the second time until now.
Well, hold on, no. But if you what? No, he said literally goes. He has his hands in his lap, and he goes, "Put some mayo on it." And I go, "What?" And then he lifts his hand and goes, "Put some mayo on it," like that.
There's no
towards his
evidence
dick.
of that.
I'd like to see. I'd like to see the raw footage of just you.
I'll bring
You-
that back for next week.
Mitch,
All right,
when you're saying he referred to his dick, the gesture that you're referring to looks nothing like a man pointing to his dick.
No, it was a. No, he didn't go. I could.
Oh, it's just changing.
No, I'm not. He gave us a video without him in it during
That's
the.
fair. That's fair.
Like, I'm sorry. That is awful for your
No,
case.
for comedic purposes, I stayed on your face while you had
Which
the
I
realization.
understand, and it is funny. But
Can I propose
have
something?
you? Did you
Can I
not watch
propose
the whole
something?
of you?
I did.
And do you gesture?
No,
Can I
do not
propose
gesture.
something?
You're full of shit. You're full of shit. I didn't make up that Tom gestured. I am willing to concede, if I see the footage, that I misinterpreted the gesture, and even I could have way misinterpreted it. But you do gesture, and I want to see the raw footage of just Tom during
Well, we
this
don't have
podcast.
the raw footage. This is
He
all
does
we've
in his
got.
office.
I'm going to bring it for next week. We'll make it a part 3.
But can I propose one thing in the meantime?
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, I believe...
It's really hot in here.
Oh, it's very, very cool. No, I'm joking. It is warm. Mish, I'm of the belief, and I really do believe this, that if Tom referred to his dick, and if that was the reason why you believed the mayo was referring to putting mayo on his dick, I believe your eyes would have looked at the gesture. You would have looked at the gesture, and that would have been where you made the decision. I don't know what your eyes have done. I haven't looked at your eyes yet. I'm not. I need to be really clear here. This is not based on anything I've seen. I'm just having this conversation with the footage we've got right
We
now.
can't do it with this footage. It's not accurate.
Listen to me. I believe with the footage we've got, I believe we can look at your eyes.
No.
And I believe in my heart that if your eyes don't look down at some kind of gesture, we will wait until next week before we confirm it. But if your eyes don't look down at some kind of gesture, that's not a good look for you.
Okay, and I will say Tom is sitting there, and last week I was sitting here. So I can get all of him in one view. I can see the whole of him.
So your position now is that you were sitting at the end of the table.
I was sitting here.
Now, Mish, are you willing to say that with certainty?
No.
Because I'm looking at a video right now.
But I can look at him from here.
There is literally a video in front of me.
Yeah, okay.
Where you're
I was
not
sitting,
there.
I was moving, I was here-ish.
Mish, you're exactly
Oh,
where you
okay.
are in the video.
But I can still see all of him.
Now, Mish.
Yeah.
I want you to look at Tom, look him in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
All right? This is for me. Now, Tom, I want you to...
You didn't do that. You didn't do... He just jerked.
What did you do, Tom?
I just...
You jerked yourself.
I deny all allegations.
This is so unfair that you were in charge of editing because
Mish, I just need you to do one thing. I need you to
I don't want to play this game anymore.
I need you to look at Tom.
What?
Look Tom in the eyes.
I can't.
I need you to look Tom in the eyes. It's all right. Calm down.
I'm
I need
trying.
you to look Tom in the eyes.
Yeah.
And Tom, I want you to gesture to your dick. But not yet, not yet.
What?
Look him in the eyes.
Okay. Did you just gesture to your dick?
No, I'm waiting for the instruction from Zach.
When you're ready.
Oh my
whenever
God,
you're
this is
ready, Tom.
horrific. I hate this.
And you've got.
I can see very well that he went like that.
So that's how you believe. You
No,
would
he
look?
just did it just then. He just did that just then.
So I want you to do the gesture.
The one that he just
No,
did.
yeah, and I'm looking at you now. Now it's about my eyes. You believe that I would maintain eye contact and not look at your gesture.
Sorry?
If someone
Oh, for
gestures,
God's sake.
well, I'm just gonna look
Oh
at
my
your
God,
eyes.
no, now you're just trying to find are you his lawyer? Like you're not a neutral party at all.
Mish, it's not a perfect system.
No, but you're like
That's
acting
what
like,
we've
oh,
got.
you're trying to catch me out when you're not. Where's the sides? He literally left out footage of himself. Like, he left out the footage and you're
Tom, I got to admit, it's not a good look, man.
he left out
It's not a good look. All right, I just want to watch back. I want to see what your eyes.
I had a really good What's Something Cool You watched this week.
He put no mayo on it.
Mayo on his dick.
Now. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Mish. I wish we could zoom in. I want to film it. All right.
Sake.
He put no mayo on it.
Huh?
He put no mayo on it.
Mayo on his dick.
Your eyes.
I don't give a shit. The eyes don't mean anything if we're not. Wait, look how quick I am to defend myself. Look how quick I am. Look.
Every
how
time
quick
we
I
say,
am.
oh, come on. You nearly got me with my one, Mish. You nearly got me. But this is a harder one for you to dig out of.
That was all you, Mish.
I'd love to see.
No, Tom literally went, he put no mayo on it. And I went, what? And I still don't know what that means. And he went, put no mayo on it, gestured to his dick.
You did not just.
Did
he
I
did
not just
gesture to
then
his dick,
say
Mish.
what Tom left out of the? I literally just said.
It's true. That's true.
I literally this confirmed that you said it once. I questioned it, and then you gestured, and you left the footage of yourself
That's
upon
true,
the
Tom.
second
That's not a
out.
good look. This is going to hang over you for a
What
week.
can I say?
But I will say
I-
one other thing. Over this podcast, the gesture you've implied he said was
This.
he doesn't move back. He's at the table. He's at the desk, and the gesture is a forward movement. The gesture you imply in this video is a lean back and a gesture down.
Oh, for God's sake, it's this. I have never gone beyond this.
You believe
For the
it was
purposes of that, I probably exaggerated it to prove up my point.
Okay.
But he did do a gesture like this.
Tom.
A presenting of something beneath him.
We're going to do a vote now. We're going to do a vote. This is a preliminary vote until next week.
But you can't vote on something you haven't seen.
That's what the nature of this vote is. All right, the nature of this vote is just a question of, at this point, over the next week, do we believe that Tom did the gesture? No.
Yes or no? Tom gestured. Yes,
Yes
Tom
or no?
gestured no.
And we'll do your What's Something Cools you watched this week at the top of the Leguizamo episode on Thursday.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here's the vote. All right. First vote. Yes. That's yes, he gestured.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. He did gesture.
He did gesture.
No gesture.
For now,
For now.
you remain
It's
innocent.
awful that to get the evidence, we have to go through the person we're accusing. Because he could literally just edit out the gesture.
Tom, I backed you, man.
What?
I didn't vote yes. I backed Tom.
Wait, hold on. Is that you that voted yes?
Yes, but to be fair, I wrote yes before I listened to the constraints of the voting.
What?
What did you
Did you
think
say
were
yes,
voting
you
yes
gestured?
to?
Yeah.
So you're saying you did gesture?
Because earlier I did a gag of just writing yes to a no dick or dick question.
Right.
So I wrote yes again, and then Zach said a yes or no question. So to be fair, I'd already cast my vote.
So you voted yes that you gestured?
Yeah, I gestured, yeah.
So
You
you're
did
confirming
gesture?
that you did gesture?
Well, we'll wait and see if there's any hard evidence,
What?
Mish.
Wait, hold on.
Tom.
Hold on, Tom. What?
Are you admitting that you gestured?
This is...
No, I'm saying that Mish should be released on bail pending further investigation.
And
Wait,
Tom,
Zach, hold on.
Yeah.
I just did a
yes,
quick...
no, Tom, I'm sorry,
Zach,
man.
just a quick meeting.
Yeah.
We are dealing with a madman. comfortable relying on him for anything
Tom,
at this point.
Tom, can I be clear here, my man? Mish, you are released.
I know.
You are released. Next week's trial is no longer about whether Mish thought.
Don't you fucking tamper with the evidence.
No,
could
Tom,
never.
Tom. Next week's trial is about whether you tampered with evidence.
It's absolutely crazy that you gave us this video without the image of you in it, by the way. I'm
And then
furious.
you admitted to the gesture.
But so are you saying, yeah, I did gesture now? Like you're confident you did?
I'm not sure. We'll
That's
have to
literally
review
a
the evidence.
that's a confession.
I
That is a confession.
I edited the video for comedy, not for evidence.
Okay.
So we'll go back and we'll review with
Next week.
evidence.
Next week. Mish is now free. I don't think you necessarily deserve to be free.
Yeah, you voting no is a whole other thing, by the way.
What's that?
You voting no gesture when we have no proof.
Your eyes didn't wobble. I didn't see a single wobble in your eyes.
Oh my God.
But Mish, he voted.
Even if there was a gesture, you still made it about dicks.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't think so.
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
that's already been cleared. That's already been cleared.
No, I need to be very, very clear. We're gonna wrap up this episode very soon. We're gonna do what's something cool you watched this week at the top of Leguizamo. Mish, I need to be very clear. This is my final judge statement. Whilst I believe that the circumstances here today, the horrible evidence presented by the prosecution means that you get to go free.
Great.
I want to be very clear that this is not a resounding vote of your innocence. I still believe even if there was a gesture, that gesture was not towards his dick. I still believe and know for a fact that put mayo on it is in fact a term, an
I'd
Australian
never heard of
term.
it.
I'd never heard of it either, but Tom has presented other evidence between these podcasts. We now
Yeah.
admit that
He
is a
sent
phrase.
it to us on Slack.
That is a phrase.
Yes.
I took it with context cues to mean something to that effect.
Yes.
I do not believe that he gestured to his dick, right?
Okay.
Right. And I believe you were in the wrong for thinking that. But, Mish, this is the nature. It's not a perfect system, but it's a system.
It's the one we've got, Mishy.
You are going free now.
Great.
This might hang over your head for the rest of your life, but you are going free.
I could go the rest of my life without ever thinking about this again.
But next
Except
week,
every time I see you, I'm going to be like, it's absolutely fucking weird that you presented the idea that we watched this.
She tries to turn it on me.
It's not trying. It is on you. It is on you.
I don't believe the gesture was towards your dick.
You are very Team Tom in all of this.
Mish,
by the
listen
way,
to me.
it's
Listen to
absolutely
me, Mish.
outrageous.
Mish, listen to me. Tom, I don't believe that gesture was towards your dick. But I now believe that there was a gesture. Not only do I
That's
believe...
fine. That's fine.
Not only do I believe there was a gesture, I believe you purposefully hid that gesture through editing. Not only do I believe you purposefully hid that gesture through editing, I believe you presented this carefully edited clip as evidence in your defense. So Tom...
And then also confessed after and yeah, I did do a gesture. So and you're still in Team Tom.
No, I'm not Team Tom. Because next week,
fucking hell.
if when Tom brings in the footage, if he is shown to gesture, then that is proof that Tom tampered with the evidence. And that's gesture gate, that's Watergate level. Yeah. And we're gonna have to kill Tom. Join us next week on the Mish and Zach podcast, where now no longer Mish will be on trial, Tom will be
We'll
on
also
trial.
have guests. So we'll have jury. There'll be jury.
Yeah, with an unbiased jury next week. Next week we will have an unbiased jury. Tom, I will be the judge. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to be, and you will be your defense?
You should be judge and defense.
No, I can't defend you.
Okay, you got to defend me, man.
No, I can't defend
I'll
you.
get,
sorry,
one
at
of
this
our guests
point-
to defend me then.
At this point,
'Cause they're
can I
on my
just say,
side.
at this point, he is very Camp Tom. Like, he's been hanging out on your camp the whole time. But also, in order for me to prove that you gestured, I'm relying on you to provide the evidence, which is very
Mish,
unfair.
it's not a perfect system.
Anyway.
What are we
Okay, so
watching?
next week maybe I'm the defense as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week I'll be the judge. I'll also be the defense lawyer. Tom will be Tom will be the.
Who's going to represent me?
You will be the prosecution.
Okay.
Because you're no longer on trial.
Well,
You're free.
What?
You're free. Did you not? I
Oh,
thought I said that.
I'm free. He's fucked, yeah.
Yeah. You are the prosecution, and we will have an unbiased jury.
Okay, great.
And finally, we'll get to the bottom of whether Tom has been tampering with evidence. Will you be bringing in the footage, the raw
Yes, I
footage?
will be.
Wow, pretty tough stuff. We're going to have to present the whole thing to them, though. Get your opening statements ready.
Okay.
And on Thursday, we'll be doing another Leguizamo-rama. We're watching season 2 of whatever the fuck it's called.
Fairfax.
And also, what's something cool you watched the week at the top of the episode. All right, thanks so much, Mish. Thank you, and congratulations on your freedom.
Thank you so much. It's good
You
to
have
be
been
free.
exonerated.
Yeah, thank God.
Tom, may God have mercy on your soul. The Mish and Zach Podcast is recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We believe that our collective culture will never reach its full potential until we embrace the history and the truth of the oldest cultures of this land.